So I was actually looking at earlier today a video that was talking about dating apps and pretty much why you should not be on dating apps. And I kind of want to give my 2 cents on this whole thing because I used to be one of those people that was on there. Okay. First off, I do want to go and show you just some of the dating apps, just a little thing that I pulled up. Okay. I'm gonna put up on a screen. And as you can see, there's only 10 on here so far, but it says Tinder, Bumble, Match, Zoosk, POF, Plenty of Fish, Grinder, OkCupid, Badoo, Meets Bagels, and Clover. I've never heard of Zoosk, or Coffee Meets Bagel, or Badoo, but everything else I've heard. Now, in regards to what I've actually been on, Tinder, OkCupid, and it wasn't Match.com. There was I don't think it was Match.com. It was something else because I only did free stuff. Okay, it was OkCupid, Tinder, and there was something else. And I think on the OkCupid, that's where I got a lot of like older dudes. Like, I don't know, they look kind of grungy to me. They didn't look, all right, they look kind of rough out there. So I was like, overall, and I'm gonna give some examples and explain how, why I'm saying what I'm saying. But yeah, overall, I believe meet people in person, the old fashioned way. Do that because there's just too much. Okay, there's just way too much going on out here in these dirty streets. And I've had better situations meeting someone in person. Okay, so that is just my little 2 cents. And we are going to first get into like what the dating apps are. Because first off, I didn't know Tinder was for hookups. I know, moment of silence. I know. Okay. I did not know that Tinder was for hookups. I okay. Let me just start with my whole experience. So, I in high school and all that other stuff, I was not one of those people that wanted to like go out. I never really cared about dudes. I never cared about dating or anything like that. That just was not something I was ever really interested in until like I was 18. Now, of course, would I be like, oh, that person's kind of cute? Oh, yeah, but it was never anything more than that because even to this day, I am a shy person. I am not, I do not initiate conversations. I'm just not that person, okay? Extroverts flock to me because they see me and they're like, okay, let me go and talk to you, and cool. Everything's nice, fine, and dandy. But for me in particular, I'm just not that kind of person that is going to go out and strike up a conversation with someone. I just never been that kind of person. So that's just what it is. So 18 years old, we're really 17, but 18 years old, heading to college. Okay. And I'm like, okay, now I'm by myself. I was lonely, definitely. I just, been away from my family. I cried. I'm a crybaby, so there's that. So I was like, okay, well, let me go and just try to meet people any kind of way I can. So nervous. I was like, I want to go out, but I'm scared. I'm scared. So I was like, okay, I don't know. So I said, well, what do I do? Let me try the dating apps. So the first one I downloaded was Tinder and then OkCupid. And then there was another one, whatever the other one was. I was not a huge fan of it. So there's that. But I did the Tinders. I did not know it was for hookups. And, I put in a picture. I mean, think about it, it was an underage picture. Okay. But I put in a picture from one of my concerts and, it's just me like this, and all that. And I started getting likes, or whatever, like matches on it. And I mean, it happened within like 30 minutes. I was already having like 5 matches. So I was like, oh, okay. So what do I do now? So with all of that, I've had positive, quote unquote, positives. And then I had a lot of negatives. Okay. So that's why I'm also saying meet people in person is the better option, y'all. because you just get some weird stuff that goes on. So into the success. I met one dude on there. We're actually friends to this day. Okay. So we're cool. We kick it, we shoot the ish and all that, and we're still cool. That's one success. That's the only success. Everything else, chat, no. You got dudes, hey, hey, and I don't know anything, so I'm like, hey, what are you doing? WYD. Oh, nothing much. I'm just insert whatever I'm doing. Cool. And then the next, what are you doing? And it's just like a cycle of just, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? HRU, HRU, HRU. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And then you got dudes who would, with pickup lines that come off as really creepy. And I was like, yeah, this dude seems like a wacko. Then I had this one dude who was really attractive. Like, he was too good looking. Like, too good looking where I'm like, are you even real? You know what I mean? And I remember one day I seen him at this one place that we had. It was like a discount, like a save a lot kind of thing. And I remember I seen him. That was the first time I ever seen him in person. Because anytime he would message me, he would be like, oh, let's go and hang out. And then I'll message him the day that we're supposed to hang out. And it's like, oh, oh, I got busy or something. It was always like a weird ghosting thing. And I'm like, okay, then just don't message me, because you're initiating the messages, not me. So I'm like, what's even going on here? So you would have that. And I remember one day I did see him in person. I'm like, oh, he is real. I mean, this dude was fine. Okay. Like, he was too good looking. Okay. And that's the thing. I really don't like dudes that are too good looking. Okay. Because I'm not trying to have you think like you doing all this, okay, and I'm doing all this because I'm just who I am. You know what I mean? I can't have that. Okay. I want to do that's, if you got too good looking, I need to do this like right here. Okay. That's just me personally. Because once you get to know me, I'm a bit much. And I will admit that I am a bit much, though. Once you get to know me, sometimes this is too much for me. Okay. Because I am in your face, and not in a bad way. I'm clingy. I like to be hugged up on you. I have some opinions, as if y'all seen some other videos, you would know, like, okay, yeah, I know. Okay. So I'm that kind of person. That just is what it is. So it could be a bit too much. And then I'm just weird on top of that because, I like to have fun. I'll just randomly break out in a dance as I'm brushing my teeth, and it just is what it is. But anyways, yeah, there's been some failures. I've had some weird encounters. So one, it was I didn't realize that this dude was, and mind you, I don't remember anyone's names. Okay. But there was this black dude, and I was only interested in looking at black dudes. I think only one, I did have a date. Okay, so this was actually my first official date, and it was weird and nice at the same time. I was young and dumb. When I say young, I was 18. Okay, y'all. So I was definitely young and dumb. And I was over here talking to this dude. He was like a music major, and he was Hispanic. I know, maybe like, really? I thought you only mess with black dudes. I know. But he was Hispanic. He was a good looking dude. He wasn't too good looking. He was about right here, but I didn't really care about looks like that. And I really still don't. The character matters. So if you kind of ugly, but you're a very sweet dude, I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? But you can't just I don't want that fake sweet. I want you to be real, genuine. Don't be one of those people that's like, well, I mean, I don't know if I want to say it, because I have no filter. Once I know you, we talking. Okay. If we gonna talk, we gonna talk. Okay. If we not, then what am I doing here? But anyways, he picked me up, and I remember this day, it was dark outside. And I was like, oh, we could meet at Gregory Hall. Right. So I'm waiting at Gregory Hall. I went to UIUC. So this is like on campus. But it's closer to, cause I went to Snyder Hall, if y'all know, but it's like nearby. It's not far away. It's like maybe like a 10-minute, maybe 15 at the most minute walk. But I was a fast walker, so I got there in like 10 minutes. But anyways, I remember I had to meet up with him, and the very first day, this very first thing I've ever done. Okay. I don't recommend doing any of this, by the way. But I was like, okay, I messaged him, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. And then he's like, I'm here too. And I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, I have my flashers on. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I started walking over to this car, and the guy starts getting out the car and goes into Gregory Hall. And I'm like, uh, what the heck is going on? Then I start looking, I'm like, his car looks like it's off. So what's happening? And then I go and call him. Oh, and then I go and call him. And then I'm like, um, where where are you? I mean, I see the car's flashing, or it was, and it's off. And then he was like, I don't see you. I said, I'm literally waving my arm. He's like, I don't see you. I'm like, well, what the heck? I'm like, what's going on? Because I'm nervous. I don't know you, so, and yes, I don't recommend this. But I was like, oh my God, well, where are you? I don't know. And then he was like, well, I'm on Gregory. I said, you're on Gregory or are you at Gregory? He said, I'm on Gregory. So he thought it was Gregory Street, not Gregory Hall. Gregory Street it was like two or so streets down or whatever. So then he finally comes after I was like, okay. And then, I get in the car, whatnot. He actually opens the door for me. I think he opened the door. I think he did. And I get in the car, whatnot. And then I'm like, hey, whatever. We're having a little small talk that we were doing. And then we were going to go to this place called Lucy's, I think. And it was like a barbecue place because I said I like ribs and barbecue food. He was like, okay, cool. We go there. So we were going to go there. And then I found out because he drove past it and it was closed. I was like, closed. And then you find out it was permanently closed. I was like, oh, is this going to be some mess that I'm in? Oh no, oh no, oh no, what's going on? So then he was like, he's like, oh, this looks bad, doesn't it? I'm thinking, yes, it does. And I'm in your car and I don't even know you like that, dude. Like I said, don't recommend this. So then he was like, well, we go to this one Mexican place that I know. And I was like, okay. And then he had to like turn around. Then he made like a U-turn into like a dark alley. I was like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. I'm over here freaking out. And then he's like, oh my God, this looks really bad, doesn't it? I'm like, yeah. What's going on? And then he's like, I promise you, I'm not trying to traffic. And he was serious. Okay. But it just goes to show how dangerous it is meeting people. You don't know. Okay. So then he did a little U-turn. We ate, whatnot. He paid for it all. And he was very sweet and everything like that. And, it just didn't, we talked a little bit after that and then he just like blocked me. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was just like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be getting the goods or whatever, but that didn't work out. But as you can see how it could turn bad quickly. And then this is gonna be a long video because I like to talk, y'all. So you might as well go and get some popcorn or something. So then there was another time, it was this guy and we were playing chess. And this was a really skinny, scrawny dude. Me personally, I like my dudes to have like meat on their bones. Okay. I like you to have some meat on your bones. That's just is what it is. I like that kind of look. Not necessarily saying you got to be 300 pounds and be 5'10", but I mean, you gotta have a little you gotta have some chub. Okay. That's just what it is for me. So, we met at the Illini Union. Okay. This is like the center point on campus. Okay. So we met there and when you go downstairs, they have bowling, pool tables, arcade stuff, and just that kind of stuff. And it's a food court down there. So we went down there and that's really where I met most people, because, I said, we're not doing this. When I say most, I've only met like in person, like 5 people or 6 people. So there's that. But no, so we went and played checkers is what it was, because he said he was a chess champion. And I'm looking at the dude. When I looked at him, I said, oh girl, how you gonna get out of this one? Because this is my freshman year. Because I'm looking at this fool and I'm like, this is not at all who I thought I was gonna be seeing. Not that his picture didn't match, but when you only see this, it's like seeing, where is it? It's like you only see this much of me, right? And then you would be like, oh, okay, so your perception is, oh man, Alex naked or something. But then it's like, no. Or, oh, okay, well, maybe her face is a little round, so maybe she's like, 200 pounds or something. And it's like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you don't get to see the full physique of the person. So I meet him and I'm just like, oh, girl, how you gonna get out of this one? I was playing with him and whatnot, and I was like, this is boring. And also another thing, I like to talk if y'all didn't know. So I'm over here talking to him, and I'm just like, are we gonna talk about anything? It's like it's like pulling teeth, it's like, hey, so what did you end up doing today? Nothing much, just some work. Oh, okay. So what kind of classes did you have? Biology. Oh, okay, cool. So where do you sit in the class? Are you like more in the front, and this is how I am? And then when you just got someone that's like this, I'm like, okay, I could be doing something else, honey. Okay. So I was just like not bored. And before anyone say anything, he didn't pay for okay, because it was literally his own chessboard, checkerboard that he brought. So I'm just like bored out of my mind. I'm playing with him. Then I see it's a group of three black dudes come up. And he said, one of them said, man, this ninja over here playing checkers were. And I just, after that, I just was thinking, like, please save me, save me. Because they're looking like that's what y'all doing right now. And I agreed to checkers, whatnot, just something fun. But I'm like, God, can I get some kind of dialogue or something? Okay. I just came back last month from my birthday was a month exactly from today, but I just came back last month from Chicago, and I was playing pool with my friend. We were at that pool table. I think we played 2 or 3 games. We were there for 4 hours because we were talking, talking, talking. So I'm over here expecting to talk, talk, talk. You know what I mean? So, and that just was not happening. And I was just like, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I did it. Okay, I'm recording on my phone, but I'm gonna go and use my remote for these lights back here. So I was like, well, Alex, you gotta do what you gotta do, girl. Okay. I know it's mean, but I couldn't. I was like, this is just not, this is boring, yo. And when I was, trying to talk to people, because dating is dating, talking is talking. And it's like, if I'm trying to talk to people, I'm not, I'm looking to see, like, could I be with you? I'm not doing it to try to bang, 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 pow, pow, pow. And then I met this other dude on there. We hung out. We met at the Union. We playing pool. And immediately you could just tell the energy was different. Okay, you could just tell the energy was so much different with this person, because this person was energetic. This person came with the jokes. Okay. I even said something, and then they came with a comeback or something. But that's the thing. It's personality. And this person had that. So there was that. It's just better off as just being homeboy, homegirl, and that's all that is. No big deal. But yeah, there's been more failures than success on there. Oh, Snapchat, I met somebody on. Don't recommend doing that. Okay. Not at all. That one was the worst experience that I had. But then I met someone in person. It was actually through this individual. And they were nice, everything, yada, yada, yada. I thought things were okay. There was hardly any food at the house. Well, sorry, there was never any food at the house, though. They were a nice person. I have nothing negative about them to say. With this whole dating stuff, it's just not, I don't, I don't recommend doing this online stuff. Meet people in person, okay? Because that is really the better option to have, is to meet someone in person, because then there's just less, if you could tell immediately if the person, and time consuming, because you could tell immediately if the person is a good person or not. Like, in terms of communication, I don't want to say that. You could tell how the person will react and interact with you. Like, for example, you could see if the person's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You'd be like, okay, you have nothing else. What do you like to do? Well, I like to chill. Okay, no, let me go to somebody else. It's just much quicker. You know what I mean? And also, there's a lot of wackos. People just be saying anything on there. Okay, they'll be saying a whole bunch of stuff, like the keyboard warriors. They'll be saying a whole bunch of stuff, but when they see you in person, they have nothing to say. And that's what I experienced. I'm like, you were so energetic on the app, but now I'm here and you're just like, well, and I'm just like, what are we even doing? You see why a lot of women just like, yeah, I get that dog y'all said. But what breed did y'all want me to get? Because it's rough out here. And this was when I was in college. So I'm just like, it's rough, y'all. And you got people who just they just be doing too much, y'all. But this video is longer than what I wanted it to be. I want this to be like 15-minute video, but whatever, y'all. But let me know, have y'all been on these dating apps? Which one was your favorite? I'm not gonna lie, I like that Tinder bird. Okay. But oh, but let me know, which one was your favorite? Did you have any success on there, or was it all pretty much just failures with it? Did you have any creepy stories, any craziness that went on, or anything like that? Let me know down below. Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles. All right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for $45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here, okay? I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.